Oh, hey, we're here. Very cool. So welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis, everybody. We're here at the Game Trade Media Studios in Timonium, Maryland, where we do all this fun stuff. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we're going to continue the Clank Acquisitions Incorporated Upper Management Pack for Clank Legacy.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's by Renegade Game Studios and Direwolf
Digital.
Direwolf Digital.
Direwolf Digital, my friend.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
quite the words there.
Yep. Those words. We'll also let everybody know that Leona isn't in the booth. It's Johnny.
It is Johnny.
And Johnny was very quiet in his count-in.
Yes, he was.
I heard it, but apparently Rick did not.
I did not. That's okay.
Unprofessional.
On my part, yeah. Yeah.
All good.
So everybody that's in the chat already, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got Drew and Byron and Michael Patrick O'Connor. He's watching it on both Facebook and Twitch. Very cool.
All the viewings.
All of the viewing spots.
Oh.
Steve says hi, and Chris says, afternoon peoples of Painting Happy Little Minis.
Howdy, everybody.
So, very cool.
Howdy.
Walters also says hi. Byron says, I'm watching with internet, tablet, and Roku. That's a lot.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
We're all over the place.
That's too much.
That's like surround sound.
That's worse than surround
like-
sound.
Which one has the longest delay? That's what that's it.
That's what you're curious about?
Yeah.
That's a fair thing to be curious about.
Because I would think maybe YouTube.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you think that?
Because it's YouTube.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's hope YouTube isn't watching.
I think they censor.
So YouTube's just sitting there, some guy at YouTube eating popcorn like, gosh darn it.
Now we gotta harass them.
I wish Rick wouldn't rag at us so much.
Well, they need to up their game. Like my good friends over at Netflix.
Oh my goodness.
Someone actually said hi to me in the chat.
What?
Someone actually said hi to me in the chat. Mike G. He said, "What up, Johnny?"
Oh,
Cool.
no. Dang it.
Good work, Mike G.
I'm surprised people even remember who I am at this point.
I just told them who you were.
Okay.
Mind you, you're lucky that we remember who you are, Johnny.
I always remember who Johnny is.
Johnny's great. We like him a lot. Not quite as much as Leona, but a lot.
Which is fair.
Excellent.
All right. So yeah, we are continuing painting the upper management pack for Clank Legacy, featuring the Acquisition Incorporated characters. I am doing Omen Dran, and
I'm going to stop you right there, Rick. Drawn. You said Dran last time.
Omen Dran.
Ron.
Dran.
Yeah, you said Dran on Tuesday.
Well, I didn't say it this time.
All right.
Why are you correcting me for not saying it wrong?
All right.
Man, you're
Keep me in
killing
your
me,
place.
Johnny. I'm dying over here.
You're dying.
No, it's good. Johnny actually is probably the biggest fan in the office for this particular.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah, is it a program? Would you say podcast or a video cast? What?
I mean, it's a podcast, it's a live stream, it's a live event. I mean, there's so many different things that the Acquisitions Incorporated team does to make it just a multimedia experience. So It is a live stream that happens every week. Well, the C Team, there was a spin-off from Acquisitions Incorporated called the C Team. That's a weekly live stream that you can catch on Twitch.
Okay.
The main group, the main characters that you're painting now, they have those at their PAX conventions.
Okay.
Okay.
So much.
And this would be the A team?
Well, it's not officially called that, but that's kind of the unofficial term for it.
Go, team, go.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Who would be BA?
Amongst the group of characters here?
Yeah.
Probably Omen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because of size. Everybody else looks crazy.
Okay.
Omen's more like the Hannibal Lecter because Omen is like the CEO of
Hannibal
Acquisitions
Lecter?
Incorporated.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal. No, not Lecter. Hannibal. What was his last name?
I don't know, but it wasn't Lecter.
Okay, it wasn't Lecter. That's an completely different A-Team.
Yes. The A-Team of cannibals.
Hannibal, what are we gonna do? I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Yes.
Oh.
That'd be exactly the way we need to do it. That would be great. I think just from the... now he's going to hit me.
I'm moving the camera a little bit
I was
closer.
going to say, where's the rolled up newspaper?
Swap me across the nose.
No.
No, Dave. No.
Bad day.
I think Viari would definitely be face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Jim Dark Magic would be, who was the crazy? Murdoch. Mad Murdoch.
Mad Dog Murdoch.
Yeah.
Which really means that the Morgaine gets to be BA.
Maybe, yeah. That wouldn't be too bad.
How do you feel about pitying fools?
Pitying fools.
Do you,
Yeah.
you pity a fool?
Do I pity a fool? No, I do not pity a fool. That got sapped out of me substitute teaching.
Okay.
Oh.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not upset with this paint job coming along now.
Going along well.
Ew.
Yeah.
Should we show people under
No.
the closed cam?
No.
No. Okay.
I
Sure, we shouldn't,
haven't
we shouldn't
even-
preempt it then.
I haven't even, you guys had a head start. You guys have been here.
I finished my guy on Tuesday. He's on the spinner. On the spinner. There he is.
Yes.
Of course, we get the back
Good.
shot of him.
Yes.
Attempting to catch up. Man.
Here we go. Jim Dark Magic coming at you.
So, Johnny, whoops, Johnny's not on the mic. He's running around.
I'm making sure that he's a little out of focus.
Are you making sure he is a little out of focus?
Yeah.
Like soft focus?
There we go. That's better.
So I was going to ask Johnny what some of his favorite acquisitions incorporated
Episodes?
episodes were, or just scenes, because sometimes just a scene in an episode can be pretty funny.
Yep. What do you think, Johnny?
I can't remember which convention, which PAX this was at, but there was one show where the quote-unquote A-Team was... They tried to dispel magic on a tree or something, and it emanated this wave of magical force that transformed all the characters in the party into babies. And they all had these weird irrational fears. So they all rolled, I think it was like a D100, and whatever number they got was like whatever fear they had.
Okay.
That's
So
intense.
one of the babies had like a fear of nakedness, and they're all well, they're not babies, they were like toddlers, but they're all like, shrunk down and like half out of their clothes, and they're just all screaming.
Right.
One had a fear of the color purple, and he was wearing purple. He's screaming.
I can dig that.
It's a really good stream. I mean, I kind of just fell into it accidentally within the last 2 years, but I just think as far as storytelling goes, it's a really entertaining podcast or stream to watch.
Cool.
Yeah, and been speculating as to what we're going to expect to see from the Clank Legacy featuring where you can play these characters.
Yeah.
James says hi. Hi, James.
Hey, James.
Hey, James.
The 8 team. Hi, Cat. Cat says hi.
Hey, Kat.
I don't know why, but it doesn't look like it's showing up over here. Let me.
Do you need to refresh?
Yeah, let me. There we go. Let me restore this.
Okay.
All right. Let me do that. Bink.
Got it. Have you got it?
Not yet. I'm working on it. It's all good.
You get that.
Yeah. Oh, they said, so you don't pity me over on Twitch.
Are you fools? It's like a self-burn there. Do you like my pity?
Gretchen will provide pity under certain circumstances, but not automatically because you're a fool. Yeah?
Yeah,
Is that-
sure, that sounds right. Please fill out your pity application and send it in. Someone will get back to you within a timely manner.
When will Rick bring back the Bob Ross afro? That's a great question.
Maybe at our 200th show.
Oh, yeah, maybe. On the 200th episode?
Okay.
200th
I think we
episode?
may have gotten past that. Like, I've completely lost track at this point.
Well,
That's
rude.
fair enough. I also stopped paying attention, but it's got to be soon. I'm sure.
Why don't we just pick one?
We should go and check out how many Painting Happy Little Minis videos there are
Just
on the
choose.
YouTube.
No, I'll just pick one before I do that. That's effort.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be like, this is 200.
Like Thursday next week, 200th,
Yeah,
200th
that sounds good.
episode.
That sounds about right.
And then we can
doesn't-
all forget again for
That
a year.
doesn't sound wrong.
That doesn't sound wrong.
It doesn't.
You're right.
Yeah. All right.
We were talking just a little bit beforehand about Viari's boots.
Okay.
Getting closer and closer. Closer still. Now, talking about Viari's boots being blue.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to throw out to everybody in the chat as to what kind of magical boots they might be.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I thought, for some reason, I immediately thought pale blue boots would be just like suede boots that are going to get dirty very quickly.
Well, if they're blue suede shoes, I wonder if they're also made for walking.
They
And
might
nobody
be.
should step on them, obviously, because you
Yep.
don't step on my blue suede shoes.
Sure.
The joke becomes much funnier when you explain it. Much funnier. He's not listening to me at all.
No.
What? What were you saying?
Again.
Mini Painting Studio says, yeah, they were ahead of my page for a while, and now I know I haven't caught up. I'm at like 280 something.
All right. It can't be that. It can't be 280.
I don't think so. I do some pretty bad puns, or was that a pun? Were you guys saying grown worthy for Dave's pun?
Which pun?
No, mine. It was probably mine, because I said blue suede shoes. And these
Yeah.
boots were meant for walking. They're walking boots. Plus 2.
Walking boots plus 2. Is that a thing?
They can be.
Hopefully.
It can be.
Yeah.
I just used
Of course,
some
everything
your
can
paper
be.
towel.
Oh, go
That's
for it.
acceptable.
Yep.
Kat's asking me, why are the people out of focus?
Why are the people out of focus?
Us people, these people.
My people here?
If
Which-
you're talking about Jim Dark Magic, I brought him back into focus. If you're talking about Rick, Gretchen, and Dave, they're just naturally out of focus in real life.
Yep, this is true.
They're like Bigfoot. Bigfoot's not actually, that footage isn't blurry. He's just naturally out of focus. Like
I
that.
am a
Naturally out of focus.
cryptid, I will say. I am definitely a cryptid.
Excellent.
What?
Yeah. I'm like Mothman, really.
That is weird.
I'm 3 velociraptors in a trench coat.
3?
They're small.
They're not that small, though.
Listen, 2 doesn't work. It has to be 3.
It has to be 3? Okay.
Yeah, round numbers only.
1 for the legs, 1 for the arms, and 1 for the voice, right?
Just in a blonde wig,
1 for the blonde wig.
stacked on top of each other. My true form.
Are they all in blonde wigs, just in case?
Just, yeah, so they can just swap out. Well, one of them has a red wig, just
Okay.
because occasionally that happens.
All right, yep.
Yeah.
Is that like the winter raptor?
Yes.
That's funny.
So I got a little like sad the other day.
No.
I did.
Why did you get sad?
Just bring the
So
the mood
I
down.
was watching them put together the current, or last, not this week's, but last week's episode of Previous World Weekly,
Yeah.
right? And they're already getting fan art.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, people are drawing them.
People are drawing.
Well, we had some people mention 3D printing miniatures of us once.
Yeah, we have.
There was no commitment to that.
There's no
that
follow-through.
boast.
No
yeah,
follow-through.
that was.
Yeah, broke our hearts.
Just gonna throw that one out there to y'all. There's.
Because listening to you talk about being 3 velociraptors in a trench coat, I want that fan art now.
You know what? So do I.
See, now you're sad because we
No.
didn't get the fan art.
No, I'm happy with whatever fans do.
I think we'd have to have fans first, right? To get
do.
fan out.
We have regulars.
Oh, we have regulars.
Them-
Don't
but
get me wrong.
They're fam. They're more family than fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fam.
Fam.
So you want some fam art?
Want some fam art?
Is that what you're looking for?
I don't even know what fam art would be. It sounds like the pictures you would get from like the Walmart photo booth
Oh,
from like way back when.
or actually just the picture, the
The
photos
frames.
that you get in the frames.
Yeah.
It's just stock photos of all of us. Just
They came in the wallet.
Oh, we totally have to take some stock photos like that.
Yeah.
No, we gotta do some of those like Olin Mills like photos with you guys like looking off into the distance with like another picture of you guys like above you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
yes, just holding our minis and like gazing off into the distance, prom style.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, you know what'll happen the minute we do that.
I don't know what happened.
The Painters Guild will do it.
Oh.
And I'm
Oh,
sorry
Rick.
if that was salty. I didn't mean it to be. I just
We called
Rick.
it trademark copyright.
got it. It's ours. Back off.
And then the next step is like a T-shirt of all three of you just like howling into the like to the moon like those like 3 wolves.
Oh
on the-
yeah, that'd be great. Somebody get on that.
I'm about that. I'm about that. Just bim bam boom. Oh.
Oh, I've missed this.
Can we do it? Oh.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, I think I'm all about it.
Yeah, he wasn't about that. We committed.
Yep.
We committed.
You're gonna get committed. Keep it up.
This is also true. This is also true. The reason we only do this twice a week is it's the only time I can get out.
Oh, yeah, that's
They
true.
escaped.
Yeah.
Did y'all do anything fun over the weekend?
We talked about that on
Last
Tuesday.
weekend?
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, some of us weren't here. Some of us
You get
didn't get to talk about their fun things they did.
you never get to talk about the things that you did, but you'll get to talk about the things that you're going to do.
Yeah, but we know what you did.
Gonna
Last
enlighten
summer?
me?
Yeah, you went to a farm where you
I
got
went
to
to a
pet some
fair.
goats.
and
And
they
then-
were sheep.
Or a sheep,
And
and,
they
then
were
you had
sheep.
a sheep slaughtered. You picked your own sheep, it was slaughtered, and you have a sheep shoulder for a roast.
It was previously slaughtered. I did not get to choose my lamb.
Okay,
I did not lead the lamb to slaughter, so to speak.
okay.
But I did get
You
to
followed it. Okay.
That's about that wrong.
We get a question here from Mike G on YouTube. It looks like, any thoughts on Simon pulling the crystal brush from Adepticon?
Have they announced anything? I don't think we've seen an announcement at all.
I haven't seen an announcement. And I don't know if it's them pulling it or if it's them not being sponsors of it. It may be someone else might pick it up and be the sponsors, potentially.
There's a whole bunch of rumors going around, but I haven't seen anything official being said. But it is like Simon's event to kind of do with as they please.
Yeah.
But and there was a painting competition at Adepticon before Crystal Brush,
Okay.
and if there's no longer a Crystal Brush, there'll be another painting competition there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we're not going to
No.
lose anything
Yeah.
so much.
except for novelty checks, but
The giant novelty
giant
checks.
novelty checks, yeah. But I haven't seen anything at all official. I've just only seen rumors.
Okay.
Now, Rick, let me ask you this. Now, forgive my ignorance on this, but by definition, a legacy game is a game that you can really only play once through. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so legacy games, much like Pandemic Legacy and I think it's a Dragon of Stronghold, and there are others. There's Risk Legacy. They are more difficult, and the board reveals itself as you play through it. And once you've played it once, yeah, usually you cannot play it again.
You know all about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, the only reason I asked is because since there was the spin-off stream of the Acquisitions Incorporated C team, I didn't know if this was the kind of game that could allow for an expansion for bringing those other characters into this.
That's a good question.
But
And if Terry Latorco was in the chat, she might be able to.
We can ask Terry.
You can ask Terry, because she's now working with Renegade. It might have those answers.
You should ping her.
I'm going to ping her.
Ping her now. Ping her.
Craig says, sadly, I don't like the 3D printed minis. From what? Michael says, I'm sad too. I finished my all Drakkar miniature paint, painted as Tiamat, posted it, and then later used the last of my army painter matte varnish to seal it. It frosted the mini instead of clear. Oh no.
Okay. Something I'm not sure if you've had the opportunity to sort of try and fix that yet, but if you haven't, basically you can spray it again. If you spray it with a like a gloss varnish, that'll get rid of the frosting, and then you can mat it down again with another spray.
Saving the day.
Nice.
Usually frosting happens because of humidity, but it is salvageable. Yeah. You don't have to get angry and throw your model out. It's very frustrating when it happens, but you can fix it.
See if I can get Terry on here.
One thing that's really tough to fix is when you go to varnish your model, spray varnish your model, but instead of using spray varnish, you use like white primer
Oh no.
or black primer.
That would be awful.
Yeah, yep. That one you can really only fix by starting again. I'm not saying it's happened to me.
You're not saying it's not happened?
Actually, it happened to a friend of mine at my place.
Oh no. At least you were there though.
I know, so it was...
Save them from their mistakes.
Well, no, it was fantastic to just sit back and laugh.
Oh well, that's chaotic of you.
No, it was terrible. it was a terrible thing. I didn't do that, and I wouldn't laugh at somebody who had
Are
that
you
happen.
sure? Now I'm not sure if I believe you.
I'll leave it up to the imagination. How evil can you imagine I can be?
I don't think you are evil, Dave.
I'm not at all.
Yeah. I don't think you have that in you.
Mean-spirited and vindictive, but not evil.
So they're taking the crystal brush to Simon Expo.
Oh. Where was that announced?
Yeah. If anybody has a link to that announcement, that would be great.
That'd be cool. I'm curious to read it. Kind of makes sense, really. It's their event.
It's true.
This year, it's on the same weekend as my birthday.
Simon Expo?
Yep.
Are you going?
No,
I was gonna say they knew.
they knew.
Happy birthday to you.
The last few years, it's been on Mother's Day.
I mean, it is at the end of this month.
Yep.
So,
Mother's Day is this weekend.
Yep.
A reminder to everyone who forgot. You're welcome.
that would be me.
Oh, Johnny.
I look out for you, Johnny.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if she does. What I want. I think
I was talking to my wife last night, and I said, "What do you want to do for Mother's Day?" And she said, "I want to go and see Endgame."
Nice.
So we're going to go and see Endgame.
You've not seen it yet?
Nope.
It was nice.
I've been waiting for
Mother's Day.
for the right moment,
Yeah, Mother's Day.
which now appears to be Mother's Day.
I enjoyed Endgame. I did.
I expect I'll enjoy it. Julie was a little bit worried about how long, whether Lucy would be able to sit still for 3 hours.
How old is she?
She's 7. But she struggles to sit still for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do is keep her up really late the night before.
Okay.
You just let me pass out during half it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
our plan. That's a reasonable plan, right?
I was still in elementary school when Lord of the Rings came out, and I was elementary school and middle school during that series release, and I was able to sit still, hold my bladder, and be quiet for 3 hours. So
Yep.
I feel like everyone's worry about that was
Unnecessary.
yeah. I was in like 5th grade whenever all that was happening.
I think their biggest worry was
Morgan Reynolds says, guys, have you seen the Fetching Gretchen Instagram painting tag? No, I have not.
Wait, to the Instagram.
I have not seen that Instagram painting tag, as a matter of fact, but I will after this show.
We'll go looking for it.
yup. So, Johnny, you said that Omen is like the CEO.
Yep.
That is correct.
So which player plays him?
Jerry.
That's Jerry Holkins. He's one of the main guys that created PAX, Penny
Okay.
Arcade. And then Jim Dark Magic is played by Mike Krahulik, one of the other main guys from PAX, Penny
Okay.
Arcade.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Can I paint on her makeup?
James says he saw Endgame on Sunday. Josh says no spoilers. Guys, if you're having streaming issues, check your quality settings over the
That was
pointer.
me.
Okay, that's from you. Okay.
Yeah, someone was like talking about how you guys were out of focus, so I was making sure that everyone can see you nice and clear.
Oh,
Okay.
Gracias, Johnny.
Have they come back and said, "Oh, please turn them back to out of focus"?
No, that was Kat. She says, "See you Tuesday. Need to go watch over our Mel." LOL.
Yeah, Mel
Yep.
Bose.
Yep. It's Mel's stream starts in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So don't go there just yet. Wait till we're done. But Kat's one of the moderators. So, all good. Yeah, I got the next 6 pages through from Mel on planning,
Okay.
and started laying that out this week.
Nice.
And it's kind of the big thing that we're finding, which is kind of amusing, is that Mel's used to working by himself at his own pace and sort of being the person who regulates his own words.
Right.
And I'm used to that as well.
Okay.
And I know the content I'm going to create. So with Mel and I working together, and me sort of being the person who gets to do the final edit on his words and lay it out and put it into that book form, is something that's a little bit odd for Mel, giving up that control.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like the odd part is I know what I would like to see,
Okay.
and so I can request that, but it might not be what I get. So there's a certain thing that I've got to give up as well going through that process.
I'm just amazed. There's like anyone knows what they're doing. I just wing it. I don't know what I'm doing at any point in time ever.
I think that's what we're broadly saying, is that we're used to winging it and getting away with it, but when you have to work with somebody else on it,
Oh, that's called group projects.
group projects, the winging it doesn't work so well.
Not about the group projects.
Yeah. So it's been kind of funny.
We had a question from YouTube. It looks like, guys, do you have any good brushes to recommend?
Oh,
As a matter of fact, yes. So today I'm using the Citadel brushes.
what size are you using?
Right now I am using the layer, it looks like an S.
That'd be layer small.
Small.
Small layer brush.
Yeah. And I was also using the, oh, that's another small layer brush. Are these all small layer brushes? Yep,
Possibly.
they
I'm
are.
going to say what I have is. Yep.
Yep, they're all small layer brushes.
Cool. I am using. Oh, it's Thursday, so it's good. We can do a throwback Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually using a Citadel large brush. So, let me get that to focus properly. Citadel large brush. The red handled brushes. These are from about 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
What?
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. But I finally popped it out of the pack like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was just sitting at the bottom of a drawer for a long time. Long time.
I've been using the Citadel Small. It's been working pretty well. I was worried about her face markings, but they're not nearly as bad as I thought they were going to be.
Okay, cool.
I have suffered a little bit from shaky hand syndrome and arrow right next to your face syndrome.
Yeah, that can
Which
that can
is
be,
very difficult to work around with the anglings there.
that can be tough, for sure. So yeah, at the moment we're all using Citadel brushes.
Mm-hmm.
I think, who else is thrown in there? JP Rocket says Winsor & Newton Series 7, which are good brushes as well. There are two types of the Winsor & Newton Series 7, and one of them is called miniature brushes. And they are actually not, in my opinion, not the best ones to use for miniatures,
Okay.
for miniature painting.
Okay.
The other ones have the larger sort of belly on the brush, so it holds a bit more paint.
Okay.
The miniature brushes, the bristles are much shorter, so you're always going back to picking up more paint. And
Makes sense.
so it's a little bit more difficult to get larger, smoother brush strokes, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So that's if you're going to pick some Winsor & Newton's Series 7s. I've also used Scharf brushes.
Okay.
There's a company called Scharf, which is SCHARFF, I think. And Rosemary & Co. brushes. I have a couple of, in my box over here, I've got a couple of the Slow Fuse brushes. But the big thing that connects all of those brushes, they're all natural hair. They're all Kolinsky sable brushes,
Okay.
which are some of the best. That's really the best type of brush to try and find.
Makes
Because
sense.
they have, they're pretty durable, and a lot of the brushes have kind of a good snap, so the brush comes back to a nice point.
Oh, okay.
Like, so if you push it, like you show doing that there. but the
So
brush
if
will
you abuse your brushes,
naturally
they
return.
they
Oh,
can.
sometimes when you, like, there are some fibers that might be like typically like synthetic fibers will, if you sort of spend a lot of time brushing like large areas, the brush will start to spread
Yeah.
over a fairly quick fairly short time frame.
I think part of it too is taking care of your brushes,
Yep.
making sure you clean them well, making sure that you, after you clean them, if you straighten them back out again and point them back up and let them dry, it makes them last longer. You can clean them with like Dawn dish soap. I can't speak words. And you can also bring a lot of brushes back to life with like fabric softener too.
Yep. Sorts of things, definitely.
So if you're like me and you don't actually take care of your brushes when you should take care of your brushes, by the time they die, or as I like to call it, when they become texturizing brushes.
Right.
Just cycle
Or,
them through.
or dry brushes
Yep.
for miniatures. Yep. Yeah, definitely. You can give them a second shot. Yeah, if you take care of them during your use, you'll get a lot more time out of them.
Byron says, do not leave your brushes in the water jars.
Oh yeah, definitely don't do
Oh
that.
yeah.
So when I first started doing the show, back in the beginnings, I did that a lot.
Right.
And
And I
Kurt,
hope James yelled at you. Or Kurt yelled at you.
Kurt would yell at me.
Okay. Radio.
And I'd be like, "What's wrong with you, man?"
So the, you know why? Did he explain why?
Because it curls them.
Oh yeah, if you got them in
Also,
like that,
things
it'll
will grow.
curl them like that. Curl the bottom
Like,
of your
that's
tip.
just gross. The water is gonna get it, your brushes
Yeah.
will have cooties.
Well, it depends on how long you leave it in there, right? If you're just
Right.
leaving it in there for like
A minute or 2.
2 minutes,
Yeah.
that it shouldn't grow then.
Well, I don't imagine you're.
I'm
when
sure
you
that,
say
I'm sure there's
leave
like a
your-
5. There's a 5-second rule. There's got to be a
When you
5-second
say
rule
leave
for
your
pink
brush
water.
in the water, I don't think, oh, I plopped it in here for 2 minutes. That's not what I think whenever I hear leave your brush in the water. I imagine you plop it down to go make yourself a cup of coffee or dinner and then forget about it until 2 days later.
Right.
Because that
No,
doesn't
that's-
sound very specific at all.
That's very poor painting practice. Very poor painting practice. But no, it's like for a few minutes, or even for if you go to make yourself a cup of coffee or whatever. But no, the other thing is because your brush handles are wood.
Yeah.
If it's sitting in the water, the wood starts to absorb the water and it expands, which pushes out your metal ferrule.
Okay.
Yeah, which makes it easier for the hairs to fall out.
Ah.
That was so much painting science.
Yep. And the other one is the bristles are held in with a glue,
Okay.
which is like a kind of a heat activated glue.
Okay.
So if you wash your if you run your brushes under hot water, you can reactivate that glue to back to a liquid state.
Okay.
And again, risking your bristles coming out. So always wash your brushes in cold water.
There's just so much knowledge just dropped right
The
in that
more you
instant.
know.
Exactly. It's also the reason that you got to try not to let paint get up the bristles.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the paint go up like further than halfway.
I'm already breaking that rule.
Yeah, that's okay. You're using Rick's brushes, so not my brushes. It's okay. But no, the reason for that is that when the paint dries, it expands a bit
Right.
and does that same thing to the ferrule. And actually, in that it dries around the bristles
Okay.
and pushes them apart. So
Ah. That makes sense.
yep, things you shouldn't do.
Let's see what Kurt joined us in here. He says,
Oh wow,
"Yell
it's
is
like
a
your
strong
son.
word." Woo! Snow troopers are nearly done. That's Chris. Now he's going to onto the triple shot of scouts. Walter says, "Is Dave wearing a biker shirt?" Yes, he is.
No,
He needs some goggles.
no,
You're not wearing a biker shirt?
that's not a biker shirt.
What's the shirt?
It's heavier metal. It's just a painting group on Facebook.
So a painting group for bikers?
No,
Oh.
this is the one that's run by the guy whose name is also Dave Taylor,
Oh.
by my doppelganger.
You're just trying to confuse the internet today, Dave.
Yeah, not trying, succeeding.
Speaking of the internet, should we go look at some pictures from our Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group?
No.
Why, yes.
No.
So for those of you watching, and if you haven't done so yet, go check out our Facebook group, Painting Happy Little Minis, and you can show off all the cool things you're doing and see some other cool stuff from other people.
You could totally do that.
Yeah.
Yes, let's look at them. Chris GORKA has an Orc War rider.
Yeah, that's a Nolsner's.
Yep. Chris smashed that one out of the park.
Yeah, that's
I
really
remember
nice.
I painted one of these guys, didn't I?
You did. Mhm.
Yep. Chris did a way better job.
You also did a Skeleton Rider.
Nice.
I want to say that's wave 7.
Okay.
Stealing
The
this.
I love the that purple, the purplish blue
Oh,
for
yeah.
the kind of the cloth and the sword. Looks fantastic, Chris. Nice job. Oh, sorry, just to interrupt for a second. I just noticed that Mike G said he only uses cootie brushes for metallics.
Nice.
Chris, I think we saw this one on Tuesday.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
That's all right. It still looks good. Let's
does.
show it again.
Yep.
Sweet.
So I talked about the orange and the green.
Jason Cambria's WizKids Dragon.
Yeah.
This was the.
Which one's this?
He did an amalgam of two different dragons
Okay.
into one. It was like a black green or something like that.
Okay.
Well, I think I remember him saying it was supposed to be a red dragon, then he went his own direction with it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so the original, like it said Red Dragon on the pack. But, right.
That's my favorite. Whenever you just go crazy with the dragons.
Do your own
Yep.
thing.
Do your own
yeah,
thing.
Good job, Jason.
Yep.
He
Nice
also
work.
did. I don't know what that is.
That's a Zinch sorcerer.
Zinch.
Zinch Chaos Space Marine sorcerer
Okay.
on a disc of Zinch.
On a disc of Zinch.
Yep.
Is Zinch like a material?
No, Zinch is a god.
Oh, okay. Josh
Yeah.
Davis.
Josh Davis.
Work in progress.
Joash Shaw.
What is this?
Oh, Johnny. It's terrible. So it's a work in progress of a archer cook from Dark Age.
Dark Age.
The Dark Age game.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh has gotten really into picking up a whole bunch of minis for Dark Age.
Nice.
So this is from the like the Aztec faction,
Okay.
Mayan/Aztec faction. The
Joshua.
Kukulkani. Yep.
Michael Bruce
Michael
and
Bruce.
his little red dragon.
Baby dragon.
His mini smog.
That's adorable.
That does look cool. Yeah, is that a gold horde that it's on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, he
Where's
did a
that
good
mini
job.
from?
I have no idea.
You'll have to let us know, Mike. That's good. Oh,
Very cool.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Thanks, Johnny.
is that it, Johnny?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
That was it.
That was it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. So again, just as a reminder, if you guys have not, guys and gals, if you have not gone to the Facebook page for Painting Happy Little Minis, please do so. If you have any questions about techniques that you want to try on some of your miniatures, it's a great place to ask because there's a lot of people in there that have a lot of great information and are willing to share it. And if you have any great techniques that you are currently using, share them and teach us how to use them as well.
Yep.
Challenge us. I'd be up for some, like, here's a technique. Try it. I'd be up for that.
Would you?
Or like a
A challenge?
A challenge.
A
Throw
technique
down.
challenge.
Ooh.
Yeah, technique challenge.
Cool.
Oh man, what are you doing there, Gretchen? Throwing out ideas that are going to get me in trouble. 'Cause I can't do these things.
Mostly, I just want to see Dave pull it off and you struggle. It's just.
I would, and that's fine. And I think that's actually a really fun idea because I didn't. Just so you know, I didn't do any shading using any, like soft tone or
Any washes?
flesh washes or any of that stuff until
Yeah.
I started doing the show.
All right.
It was actually James that suggested I try it.
Yeah. Excellent.
I did, and that was when my miniature started going from "Why are you even painting?" to "Hey, you're doing all right, buddy.
Looking
You doing
good.
okay?
Yeah, you're making it work."
Excellent. That's good. But did you say Kurt was in the chat?
He was,
Excellent.
yeah. I've been talking to him the last couple of days about some project stuff. So,
That always sounds fun.
Excellent.
yeah. Well, it has to do with a certain book that I got to relaunch.
That one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's strange that someone earlier in the chat was actually asking, do we still talk to Kurt anymore?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Now that he's moved out of Ohio.
Yeah, he's down in Florida now.
Yep.
God rest his soul.
Well, no.
No,
Not anymore.
He
He's
was
in Florida.
resurrected. He was resurrected.
Just
He's
here,
in,
Florida, and
in the land of sunshine and rascals.
Yeah.
By the
He's-
way, did you see the picture of him after he got off that Avatar Flight of Passage ride?
Yup. So good.
It's just him sitting on a bench. He's like,
I'm not sure if that means that I should go on it or if I shouldn't go on it.
Well, he has motion sickness really easy.
Oh, okay then.
So
So it could be okay.
Yeah, so the last time he rode it before this one, he was like dosed up pretty heavily on some Dramamine and stuff.
All right.
But this time he didn't.
It was just like, I'm going to risk it.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad
And it
call.
was
Kurt.
glorious.
Bad call.
I enjoy roller coasters.
Because isn't life just a roller coaster, Gretchen?
Is it? Is it?
See, I thought life was a highway.
True.
Thought life was a box of chocolates.
Josh beat me to it. Josh beat me to it in the mini painting studio. Says Kurt is now Florida man.
Okay.
Florida man
It's
recently
what happens whenever you move there. You just
become
like,
Florida man.
It's like werewolfism, you know? First you get there and you're like, I don't really know. This whole thing. And then slowly over time you start, just that slow transcend into Florida man.
Florida man.
Oh
More
my
and
God.
more things become okay.
Josh says, Florida man moves into town with legion of tiny plastic soldiers hell-bent on destruction.
Yes.
Spot on, Josh. That's hilarious.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Cool.
Wow. JP says my coworker calls Florida God's waiting room.
I think I've heard that name before. That reference.
It's not wrong.
Yep.
Which isn't to say we don't like Florida. We do like Florida, for the most part. At least I do.
I like Florida.
Hashtag Disney.
I like Disney. I like Orlando, in Universal Studios, the Keys.
Okay.
It's beachy and it's warm.
All right.
I enjoy it.
I'm sure there'll be a point in my life where I think that, like, sitting at a bar,
At Epcot.
looking out, no,
Oh.
sitting at a bar looking out over a beach is going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah.
But I know that as soon as I sit down and it's just fine, I'm not going to want to move.
Uh-oh.
Do you not like beaches?
I do.
No.
I
do
like
like
sitting
beaches.
and watching beaches.
Aren't you going to
That's
the Outer
just
Banks
fine.
here again soon?
Yeah, well, not soon, but later in summer, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we go every year.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Bette Midler.
Beaches?
I love beaches. I don't think I've ever actually seen it, so
Gretchen literally
I had no
said she-
follow-up comments.
Gretchen literally just said she enjoys sitting and watching beaches.
Yeah.
That's,
Gonna steal some gunmetal.
Back on task.
She's like, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm done.
Don't know what's wrong with the ocean.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
How's it going there? How's Omen going?
I don't know. I think I ruined him.
Again?
Let's take a look.
Let's see. Oh, you're going to put him on the spinner there? Okay. How's he looking, Johnny?
I think he looks fine.
it's actually not
Cool.
bad.
Yeah. I gotta touch up the base a little bit, but I think they could. I could see these two guys going out and adventuring together.
Yep.
Ta-da.
That's good.
No, that actually came out looking really good.
Nice work, Rick.
Thanks.
Good job.
So you've got a steadier hand than I do. Like, I would not have been able to get the yellow or on the edge of the cross.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure Rick did.
Oh.
Burn! No, just kidding.
Success.
No, it looks great. It
Thanks.
looks really good. I think it's probably the neatest model that you've painted.
Yeah.
I think.
It's,
Yeah, it
I
looks
want
great.
to. I want to take my time on it because someone is going to win these. The 4 characters that are featured in the box, they'll be all painted, as you can see. They're coming along just fine. And someone's going to win one of the boxes here with all the cards and all the accoutrements that come in here. You get your 4 character figures, your 4 character boards, and 4 unique 10-card starting decks, one for each character. For the Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated Upper Management Pack.
Promise nothing of what I paint other than it's painted with all of my love.
Aw. You're going to paint a heart on the bottom of it again?
I am going to paint a heart on the bottom.
Mini painting studio, my place. You can use some of my models as demons on how to plan. That's funny.
How else would they know that it has all of my love?
JP
invested?
says the ocean has sharks in it.
I like sharks. What's wrong with sharks? Trash cans of the sea.
They're making fun of Ohio over here too, which is
They
great.
can make fun of Ohio.
The fact that I'm from Michigan originally, I'm
Yeah.
I'm okay with Ohio being teased a little bit.
We'll be in Ohio next month.
Morgan asks, guys, got any stripping tips? I mean plastic miniatures.
Oh, plastic miniatures?
Well, I'm out.
Plastic miniatures. I'm not sure about plastic miniatures.
Are they harder to strip the paint off of?
Well, the paint is plastic. So when you're trying to remove a plastic material from metal or resin,
It's all, yeah.
you can get things that melt plastic.
Yes.
It's very easy to find lots of things that melt plastic.
Okay.
I say,
But
what
when you,
about like acetone, like what they for nail polish they do with Barbies and stuff?
Possibly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never actually stripped any plastic minis.
Okay. So what we're going to do for someone to win this, I'm going to post up. What's everybody's favorite platform? Is it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook?
I'm not on the Twitters
Well, then I won't use
Rude.
Twitter.
because I'd be terrible on it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
like
talked
Twitter.
about mean-spirited and vindictive
No.
earlier on. That's
Yeah.
what I would be if I
That's-
was on the Twitters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be my Twitter persona.
That's when you would be mean-spirited. and
Yeah, I'd be
vindictive?
angry. I'd be all kinds of angry.
We got Facebook.
It's just very easy to to react.
JP says acetone will melt plastic minis. That's a no-go.
Yeah.
No.
Purple Power will strip plastic minis. Morgan says Instagram. Walter says Facebook. Because I want to make sure that we give Renegade and Direwolf Digital some love as far as like, you know, maybe some follows. If you don't already follow Renegade.
Go and check out all the cool stuff that they're making.
Yeah, so how about that? How do we get them to go and say that Game Trade Media sent them, like bombard, like let's like almost like a raid, bombarding their inbox?
Bombarding their inbox. You know, just want to just have the hashtag like Clank Legacy.
On this chat?
Not in this chat.
How about this?
Nobody's watching.
How about this? We'll take. I'm going to take a picture with the painted miniatures and the box. We'll put it on Facebook, and then comment on that hashtag Clank Legacy, and then I'll put all the rules in the upper part of it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what we'll do, and then we'll pick someone from that, and we'll announce the winner next week.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I am almost finished.
Ooh,
Almost finished him.
that's
Okay.
exciting.
We've got 6 minutes.
We do have 6 minutes.
Yep.
So what are you doing this weekend then? What's everybody else doing this weekend? Any big plans? Any conventions?
I'm off to see a little band called The Who.
Ooh.
Apparently, they did the
song once?
They did a theme song for CSI.
Oh, that's a show.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Are you?
Who?
Who?
Tell me.
Just declare MPS the winner and be done with it. Wait, are they asking how to strip minis in case they win? These painted ones? I hope not.
Be seriously funny if they were.
So if we do win this, how can we strip them and paint them ourselves?
As long as they make a video stripping the minis, we put all this work into painting them. We need a video of them stripping the mini.
Yep.
Just kidding. Don't do that.
Josh says he's going to go see his mom. Kurt says not getting sick on a ride.
Good idea.
Very cool. So you're going to go watch The Who.
Yep.
What are you doing, Gretchen?
Let's see. So on Saturday, I am going to a photo shoot.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, I'm going to visit my mom and drop off a gift that I got at the Wool and Sheep Festival. And then go and we're going to start up our One Ring RPG session again.
Nice. So it was a wool and sheep festival.
Yes, it was.
I thought it was just a farm.
No, it was a full festival. There were festivities.
How did you hear about a wool and sheep festival and then was inspired to attend such a thing?
Well, one, goats
I've been to
and
that
sheep
before.
are cool. Yeah, it's fun.
Is
You
it the one at the
go-
Howard County Fairgrounds?
Yes.
Yep, been there.
It's very fun. And there's lots of tasty things, and there's a bunch of wool, and there's
Bunch of sheep.
a bunch of sheep, and you get to pet them.
Did you get to clip any sheep?
No. I did not clip any sheep. They had like demonstrations by actual farmers.
Real life.
Real life farmers. 4-H was there. It was pretty.
I like it. All right.
In her defense, I have to say that I've been to the Sheep and Wool Festival years and years ago, but I got the most absolutely comfortable pair of slippers that are sheepskin lined on the inside.
Nice.
They're really cool. It's like very homesteady. I was like, this is a nifty place. And then I got the roast that I'm going to make this weekend.
I mean, I'm not trying to bag on it by any means, because I mean, I did, when I was in foster care, I did live on a farm and I did farm work.
I
and-
also grew up
you know.
with farming things. Why would you think anything else of
So
me?
Michael Patrick O'Connor says, could we get a mini strip show? How much would you pay? And Byron says, ew. Michael Harris says, see my mom and play D&D, also gloss my frosted dragon.
Yes.
Sheep are nasty creatures. That's Chris Cox. Gretchen, is that the
Adorable.
Cubicle 7 One Ring RPG?
The one from Games and Stuff? Yeah, it is. We're having a fun time. We tried to start up a campaign, and then we all had different schedules, so it didn't work out. And now we have a new group of people with better schedules, because that's how you make parties that
That's
last.
true.
That is how you...
JP says, I wouldn't strip a Dave Taylor, and if I had to touch up Rick's, I wouldn't mind.
Did you say you wouldn't mind?
He wouldn't mind touching mine up. And I accept
Okay.
that.
At least you said Rex.
Right,
For a
right.
second there, I thought you read it as
mine's painted
if I had to
with
touch up Rick.
all of my love,
well,
so...
I'll say that.
You leave this little piece, this nugget of enthusiasm and affection alone.
Painting joy.
Painting joy, yeah.
Morgan says, I couldn't strip your minis. I got a full Rohan army to strip, 70 plus horses that I've had since the mid 2000s.
Oh,
wow.
That's still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
70 horses, 70 Rohinians.
Rohinians.
Rohirrim.
That was my character. That's my character I'm going to be playing. She is a rider of Rohan. Shield Maiden of Rohan.
Chris says, I would rather deal with rabid bulls than sheep ever again. It is graduation for a friend. Wait. I don't know what that part was. Walter says, Gretchen, my favorite is Strawberry Festival in Florida.
That also sounds like it'd be real. I like festivals. I like seeing homemade goods. I like all of the crafty things. Like, I am very into all of that kind of stuff.
Impop says, best part of painting is the smell it gives off makes people happy. And then Manny says, hello from the West Texas oil fields. All right. Hello, hello. Very cool. So we've only got about a minute left. So we're going to show off our minis.
I'm going to say success.
All right.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm pretty
I
much...
just noticed that his little embroidery bits go up a little bit further around the cuff.
His embroidery bits.
Embroidery bits, that's what I'm calling them.
Nice.
His brocade.
So I didn't even say what I was doing this weekend.
No, we don't care.
Perfect.
What are you doing this weekend?
So I am going to do a Skype D&D session with my son, Lucas.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
That'll
cute.
be fun. He's been wanting to play, and we made a character. Last time I saw him, we made a character, and so
Excellent.
yeah. Steve says, thanks for sharing. Another great show. Thank you, Steve. All right.
And there we go.
All right. Bam.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking party.
I'm just glad I got her makeup on her face without
Yeah.
turning her entire face green.
Facts. And there they are. Man, look at him. That looks so good. You two did a great job.
We did.
I did my best. All of my affection.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, it is neat.
Yeah.
You did a very neat job.
Yeah,
Which is
those
good.
are good.
Good
All
work.
right, everybody.
Hooray!
There you go. That right there is the Upper Management Pack miniatures for the Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated pack, which you can get in the fall. So you can go to your local game store now and let them know, hey, we saw this video and they were painting these cool miniatures. We'd like to get them. So they'll pre-order them and get them for you.
We want them.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So that is our show for today. And we thank
is.
everybody in the
Ah.
chat for participating.
Bye.
And we thank Gretchen for showing up.
I always show up.
And on that note,
I'm here.
I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
And we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.